side, obviously extremely proud of our football team. We talked all week about having one focus, and to come out here and to finish up our regular season, our seniors' last game there in the Liberty Bowl. What a special occasion! The first team ever in Memphis Tiger history to go undefeated at home in a season in that stadium. And it is a special day to honor the senior class that we have. I mean, there's not enough words that can truly do justice to what they've meant to this program, what they've meant to this community, to every person involved. It's been an honor to coach them. I'm so excited that we have an opportunity next week to go and to be on another national stage in a championship game. And we know we're going to play a great opponent. We know that there's a lot of work that needs to be done moving forward to that, but today we're going to enjoy this one because today is a symbolic day for our program to be able to get our 10th win. Just the continued progression moving forward. And we got a special group of young men that are sitting in that locker room, and they believe in each other. They love each other. And they've done everything that we've asked them to do as a coaching staff to prepare, to not get distracted, to not get caught up on anything else that's going on the outside when that's what the world tries to get you to do. And these guys have just meant so much to this staff, and really, really proud of them.
Coach, I want to take it back to last week. I think come in here with the, look at us, we just won a division title type mindset. I think you guys have done a good job of that all year, staying even keeled. But how do you balance that aspect of, for lack of a better term, quote unquote, feeling yourself versus staying focused on the task at hand?
Well, we understand that every single day, you've got to go out and show who you really are. You can talk about it all you want. You can get caught up in enjoying the compliments, but what you see is who you are. And so if we're not continuing to progress and to be the best version of ourselves, then we're taking a step backwards. This football team has really bought into that belief, because it's the same message 365 days a year. That meant every day we want to continue to be a part of our climb and our journey, just to continue to get better as individuals. And if we can do that, then it doesn't matter what's happening on the outside. And you could stay humble, stay grounded, because if you go out there and you don't play to the best of your ability, man, people won't be complimenting you for very long.
Coach, with the seniors that you've had here, can you just describe what they've meant to what you guys have built here over the last couple of years, their final game here?
Well, I think when you see this season, you've seen so much adversity, you've seen ups and downs. It's been chaotic at times, but that leadership. We're working to establish the culture here of men responding to every situation. Well, it takes senior leadership to put that into action, and these guys believe it. We don't go out there and have to give rah-rah speeches, for each and every day. We ask for their actions to speak louder than their words. And you have guys like Anthony Miller that have been here, and been a part of such an incredible journey. Christian Johnson. Gabe Kuhn. I think of guys that have been 4 or 5 years, Jannard Avery. I can go through it on and on to list the names, but those guys, they have bought in to what it takes throughout the process. And you see them playing their best ball. You see them, not only, playing at a high level themselves, but bringing along a lot of the young guys that we have. And so, they've helped, really, establish the culture that is needed to be successful. And, it's paying great dividends for us this year, but it's something that's going to carry on for many years to come because of what their example is.
Anthony Miller didn't waste any time to get things started.
Yeah, well, we know we want to get Anthony an early touch, and I was sure glad that he did with it what he did. And I guess what was it, 89-yard touchdown to start the game. And that guy, he loves playing this game. And when we're on defense, I'm having to hold him back to keep him out of the coach's box. He loves this football team. He loves this community. I knew today he would have a special day, and he didn't disappoint. Yeah, that's part of it. Regardless of what the circumstance or the situation is, stay grounded on doing your job. It doesn't matter who's in the game. You can be a starter, you can be a backup. This might be some of your first action that you've ever had as a Tiger. You go out there and you uphold the responsibility that each and every one of us has to execute and to do the job that's in front of us. And so that's what I've been proud with this team is whether we're up 30, whether we're down 17, it does this. Everybody has got one focus. There's nobody playing outside of themselves. We know that we have a job to do, and you got to be accountable to that.
How important has Jonathan Cook been to the development of the second
His leadership, John Cook's leadership, has been incredible, and we knew with him coming back last year, that he had to do that. There was no choice. He had to be a leader. But what you've seen from him, just the way that he approaches meetings every morning, the work that he's put in, the physical development he's had. I was so happy when he got in the end zone today on the pick six, because he's grown in every area of his life, and that's something that I couldn't be more proud of a young man. And actually, that's how I started my coaches meeting this morning, was talking about him, because you have guys that get a lot of recognition. I think sometimes John might be one that gets overlooked because he's whatever the numbers are, but he has been such a phenomenal leader, and he's a wonderful Tiger.
How about Daryl finally getting to 1,000 yards? We talked about having a quarterback, receiver, and running back all at 1,000, and that happened today. So how about that?
It's a great day. Obviously I was really proud of Daryl, proud of our offensive line. I think we had another 300-yard rushing game, and that's a compliment to the big guys up front. And obviously our backs are explosive. We're able to break a couple tackles there on the second level, and that helped us with the being able to get to that point. But you look at the balance. That's a second game in a row that we've been able to be extremely balanced. Rushing for 300, passing for 300. That's what we want, but just as important as we're 100% ball security, we didn't turn the ball over. We were able to take care of it and do the things that were necessary to win.
It was an awesome game yesterday. I don't know if you saw any of it, or you can watch it now.
Yes, I will watch it many times, and it's we're gonna go to work, and that's what I walked in that locker room, and it is an emotional day. For these kids to play their last game in this stadium and in front of our home crowd, which we had a great crowd today. I was really pleased for everybody to come out, but you embrace the emotion, but then that this journey's not over, and the next chapter is here in front of us, and it's going to take every bit of preparation we have. We're playing a great football team. I knew we were playing a great football team, back in week 4, and I think that our football team has progressed, but last time we went down there, it wasn't the best of outcomes, and so we're going to have to go to work and put ourselves in a position to try to be successful here this week.
Your reaction to, I think, Riley's first game of the season, no interceptions?
What's that?
Your reaction to Riley's no interceptions?
I think it's big. To go through a game as an offense, that we're 100% ball security is big. That's one of the keys to every game for us. And it was great to see him go out and play at such a high level, very efficient in how he threw the football. We had some vertical shots. We're able to get the ball out of his hands. I thought he did a really nice job here today.
Obligatory Tony Pollard question, Coach. You have something that nobody else in the country has. How much do you appreciate that?
This week I told Tony, we got rules of where we're going to take a knee in the end zone, how we're going to play that. But Coach Lord felt pretty good about if we got an opportunity. We knew that young man was 70% touchback percentage, so we might not have gotten an opportunity. But if we got one, that we were going to do everything in our power to try to get Tony to the end zone. And he caught it about 6 yards deep coming forward, which I told him, if you catch it coming forward, I'm not going to get mad at you, but. 105 yards later, I was really proud that he made that decision. So it's a great compliment to the young man that he is, the work he puts in. People don't realize that, Tony goes into studying offense, defensive film, but, he also spends so much time studying the special teams. All of our guys on that unit, take such a great deal of pride in that. And that's an amazing feat that they've been able to accomplish this year. And they're really, really proud of them. All right, guys, thank you.